Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money, with your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 785 of Screw the Commute podcast. Today I'm going to give you 10 tips in 10 minutes, all on pretty much entrepreneur stuff. All right, hope you didn't miss episode 784. That was Chris Safarova. Wow, what a prolific woman. She calls herself a professional immigrant. So she's done a lot of stuff, and she's got a summit coming up too. She's a best-selling author, so watch for information on that. Anytime you want to get to a back episode, you go to screwthecommute.com/ and then the episode number. Hers was 784. All right, make sure you pick up a copy of my automation ebook at screwthecommute.com/automate free. You will thank me for it because you will save hundreds, if not thousands of hours into the future fighting with your computer. So you don't have to do that. You can be making money. How about that? All right, follow me at Digital Multimillionaire on TikTok, and let's get to the main event. All right, now these are in no particular order. These are just tips that I know will help you. And they've helped me, and I've made the mistakes, and that's how I got some of these tips, especially this first one. Number one, check your insurance coverage. Make sure you know what's covered and what's not, and how much your deductible is. How do I know this is a problem? Because I got hit with a $6,000 deductible one time when I thought it was $500. So I got no benefits from that insurance because the damage was $6,000. So check your insurance coverage. All right, number two, do not get, and these are all across the board, folks, do not get sucked into national ads advertising web-related stuff. You can be absolutely sure they are totally designed to take advantage of people that don't know any better. Don't let that happen to you. Know better. Learn from people like me or any credible sources, and don't get sucked into those crazy ads. All right, number three, beware overhyped and expensive funnel builders. They highlight a few people that made money and they ignore the thousands that didn't. You don't need to pay lots of money per month for a funnel builder. It's all doable yourself. All right, let's see. Number four, oh man, this is a sad one. There's now an artificial intelligence bot designed to create malware. I believe it's called Worm GPT. So you got to be extra careful clicking on things and visiting shaky websites, because now you don't have to be a techie to create bad stuff. So any pitiful, worthless person can now do it with this Worm GPT. So be careful. And along with that, number five, put a flap over your webcam. Like, take a piece of tape and a little piece of paper, or cut out a little square out of a manila envelope or something like that, and then flop it over your webcam. So unless you're using your webcam, nobody can see through, because they can take over your computer without you knowing and watch everything you're doing. So put that on your webcam. All right, number six, make a log and run speed tests on your internet connection several times a day. I mean, once an hour would be great. Do it for a week. Keep a log, the days, the times of day, and everything. And to see if you're getting the speeds you're paying for. And even if you are getting close, or maybe there's times when you're not even getting close. Well, you need to know that so that you don't, you can complain about it, but they may not do anything about it. But you can know, I better not do a podcast or do an interview during that time of day because my internet's terrible. Okay, let's see. Number seven, learn to take advantage of Chrome extensions. There are hundreds of thousands of them on all kinds of productivity and safety issues and all kinds of things. Now, if you want to know more about that, episode 663 was about that. So screwthecommute.com/663. All right, number eight, triple check Calendly commitments or any kind of online calendar commitment that you're making. Because check it for proper time zones, and also the confirmation email. The reason I'm so against these online calendars is The only time I ever got screwed up on time stuff was with using the online calendars, because one time I booked in Eastern time and the confirmation came in Pacific time, but I didn't notice it because who cared? Who would think to notice that? Well, now you got to notice that so you don't mess up commitments on any kind of online calendar. All right, number 9, quit using electronic backgrounds on Zoom or other streaming platforms. I haven't seen one that looks good yet. They're just terrible. Set up a nice background and live with it and get rid of the electronics. Do us all a favor with that. All right, number 10, and plus I'm going to have a bonus for you. Be on time or early for your commitments. I know this is a big thing. Was the younger you are, the more like, when I get there, get there. Well, guess what? Guys like me are not going to give you any money because we think you're a schmuck because you're late and you're showing you don't give a damn about the meeting. So it's a really bad trend of being fashionably late or not even caring or noticing because you don't have a watch. And it just sends a terrible message about you. And people in my age range that have money are not going to give it to you. How about that? Because you're a schmuck to us. All right. Bonus one is number 11, totally kind of unrelated, but related. Stay hydrated. One of the best things you can do for your life and your business is be hydrated all the time. So your voice is better. I mean, I've suffered on this on one of my master classes. I had to clear my throat a bunch of times because I had let myself get dehydrated a little bit. So stay hydrated. It costs you nothing to, unless you're buying bottled water, I guess, but it's one of the cheapest ways to keep your health up, keep your energy up, keep your voice and your vocal cords hydrated if you're doing a lot of talking. So stay hydrated. All right, well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, there's 10 tips that I use in my life, and I know they'll help you if you use them in your life. So if you like help from a guy like me that's been there and done that, 29 years now on the internet, 29 and a half. So I've been around a little bit and can clear the way for you and save you from making a lot of mistakes when you're trying to do an online business. So check it out at greatinternetmarketingtraining.com. And hey, I'm at 7 minutes and 30 seconds, I think. So I beat the clock for the 10-minute thing. All right, so check it out. I'd be glad to help you out.